Ugly God, this isn't the first time you've got mad at me, one off of me. All to bring it back once we've had a conversation. Again, the reason why, and you should know, you know how I get. I'm tiptoeing with you compared to how I handle other niggas. Because I fuck with you. The reason why when you message me on I think some crazy shit, yo, stop talking about me. Yo, why you always got leave my name out your fucking mouth. You've done that before. And I don't know, and I'm being careful with this. See, you lost some weight. I don't know what's going on. Congratulations on having a son. However, when that happened before, you were really sporadic and then you just ended up apologizing. And I'm like, if you really feel I did something wrong, you should stand on it. If I felt you did something wrong, I'll stand on it too. If you're being triggered by some other stuff, I don't know what to say. But also, I don't like having relationships with people where conveniently every 2 weeks they mad at you or they say some wild shit, and then the week after they apologize for the same shit they said. So let me give a little bit more details. Ugly God hit me up one day and said, "AKADEMIKS. So, you see Ugly God? And again, I'm going to be very careful. Don't worry. I know you're watching. You're don't worry. I'm going to be very careful. I live a public life, and I don't have skeletons that I try to hide from people. Ugly Guy's been in a relationship with a woman, and he's would like to keep it private. And good for him. Now, that's really a hard thing to do because you're a public figure, but fine. Anyway, I think that young woman has deleted her Instagram multiple times, or whatever the case is. I'm explaining to you exactly what happened. Y'all tell me, and by the way, y'all can say accurate fuck nigga or like, yo, I understand. And this is why I said, let's deal with this publicly, bro. Because it's too many times where you're coming to me and you're like mad over some shit. And then I'm like, when this happened, I'm like, yo, is this nigga serious? And then you came back, you're like, oh, my bad. And I'm like, something's going on with you, brother. He came to me and he said, all right, so let me explain. He's with this girl. She doesn't really want to be on social media. Cool. He wants to kind of keep it low. Cool. Bet. Now, people know he's been with her if you kind of like been knowing him or you follow him, blah, blah. I know. Anyway, I guess he looks at me, even though I'm cool with him, like, yo, I'm just either the feds or the media or whatever the case is. But a fan one day found like an alternate account of that woman he was with. Let me explain. They sent it to me. They said, oh, shit. And this was their caption. They said, yo, did you know that Ugly God got matching tattoos with this new girl? If you don't know, they both got roses on their necks. They're matching. Now, I'm thinking, it's the homie. I know how he is with his girl. I'm not going to post this on my page, by the way. But I'm thinking it's a homie. We've trolled a lot of times before, whatever. But anyway, someone sent me her page at that time. I go on her page and I see it was nothing. It was a picture of Ugly God with a rose tatted on his neck. That was the whole picture. A picture with a rose tatted on his neck. There's other pictures of the same girl. Look like she's had that tattoo. Look like he just caught up by getting a matching one, right? Now, this is her page. I comment on the picture of Ugly God. It's only his face with the tattoo. You can see the tattoo. You can see him. That's it. So she posted him, right? And I commented something that was like either some joke shit about Ugly God. You know, like just like, oh shit. Oh, this nigga's like, I was like, I forgot. I don't even remember what I said now, but I said something about that particular picture. Now, I was solely speaking about Ugly God. Bro, could I tell y'all that I opened my text message and this nigga was in there sounding like Soulja Boy? Yo, I fuck with you, but yo, listen, man, I don't fuck with niggas dropping comments on my girl page. Yo, listen, man. Going crazy. Now, keep in mind, I didn't comment on a picture of his girl. His girl posted a picture of him. And I commented, like, making a little joke about him. Never said nothing about the girl. He's super, I'm like, so I read it. I read my phone upside down. I read it this way. I even went like this and read it. I couldn't fucking believe it. He's wilding out on me. Again, I'm not no shiesty nigga who got on his girl page and start liking her pictures and mess and like dropped a comment under one of her posts. She like fans sent me her Instagram. She posted him. She's not in the picture. I saw the picture. I said, oh shit, he has a new tattoo. I never knew Ugly God had tattoos. I commented only about him. Nothing to do with her. It was on her page since it was her profile. This nigga sound like Soulja Boy retelling the motherfucking story about like how 10 niggas kicked down his crib and blah, 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 and he was pulled out the Draco. And I looked at my phone a bunch of times, and eventually he came back and he said, yo, my bad for getting at you like that, this and third. But it dawned on me. I said, what's going on with Ugly God? It dawned on me. I'm going to tell you why that left a bad taste in my mouth, pause, in how I handle stuff with him, because the way he reacted to something that was so harmless, imagine if I was supposed to react the same way. Keep in mind, just keep in mind, bro, I'm with Angelica at the time. He would FaceTime Angelica. Nigga, I'm not jumping. Why the fuck you FaceTime? No. Nigga, I was trying to get him on a song, right? Yo, I'm trying to do a song. Nothing. One day Angelica walks in. I'm playing Fortnite. Angelica says, yo, hey, could you just tell Ugly God it's cool that he could do a song for me or do a verse for me? He said he's going to give me a verse. I'm like, wait. Ugly God said he recorded or he about to do a verse for you, my girl, when the whole time I've been begging this nigga and this nigga been giving a run. Okay. Still didn't even say anything because, like, it's just, I can't really step to a nigga about, like, yo, what a chick said. But it did remind me of how he acted when I commented on a picture of him on a girl page, on his girl page. So anyway, that's one of the reasons why I realized, bro, I don't know if you're off some shit, but I don't want you to say some shit and then apologize for it, because I'm looking at you like, what's going on with you? So that's why I didn't. Okay? Now, what else did he say? And by the way, I am down to speak to him. Like, I'm just telling you why because, yo, if a nigga's unstable, bro, like, you're not about to have me, like, you're not about to say shit crazy, then bro, let's speak publicly that now, or everything that we say is now on the record. That's why I want to speak publicly with you. Because you were acting very unstable when it was private. Nobody sits there and listens to a guy who just goes off for a nigga commenting on his girl's Instagram. I think I got a DM, the text message. I was reading, I'm like, yo, is this guy serious? Now, that's why I said, let's just speak on stream. Because if you really have a problem, stand on it. When you messaged me about your girl, and I really chalked it up to, I think she made you message me. Because I've never seen a nigga fold more than a lawn chair than when we were started talking, all you kept doing was apologize. And I don't mean that in a demeaning way. I'm just saying you apologize like you didn't. It's when you first approached me or the way how you messaged me seemed like you had a real problem. Then afterwards it was like, oh no, my bad, I should have done that. So then it tells me you might be either off some drugs or somebody's like really manipulating you. Anyway, let's talk about my comments about Ugly God in terms of recent. Ugly God, you, whether you want to admit it or not, you are in the clout era. Time has not fared you well. And when you say don't link me or include me with those dudes, you have to be included with those dudes. I didn't say you're being desperate. I didn't say you're trying to clout chase. But you were a rapper that in 2017, people had a trajectory for how your career could have went. You were quote unquote hot. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I mention your name the most, it's because it's disappointment. You've dropped the ball. And I can tell everybody if I feel they've dropped the ball. I think your own nerves and you just being in your own way, you've not released music. You've made it purposely that you have just gone outside the sphere of what people are seeing. And when I see artists like you try to come back, I'm sorry, it is my job to tell you it is over. Because in 2017, all you niggas thought y'all had like some grace period and people would be here constantly. I'm here to tell y'all, if you didn't heed my warning that y'all took as hate, it is over. I'm not riding the dicks of street niggas, but I can acknowledge what's going on these days. I'm telling you the facts. And if you came in this shit just to get out of poverty and get one song and be able to make a little bit of money and you're cool, good. But the artists I like to associate with came here for fucking greatness. They came here to be here for 10 years, not 2 years. And if that offends you, I am so sorry. If you feel like I only pick on you as examples, and if that is true, I am sorry. But nothing what you said and nothing what I'm saying actually says you're not in that list of people who have fell off. I mention your name so much because I told you repeatedly, yo, drop some music. You went distant on the music industry. I don't know if you thought it would last. You left. You left. Namir went on tour for 2 years. I don't know if he thought it would last. But people left. What do you want me to do now? Keep acting like this isn't obvious to everyone with eyes and ears? I have to be truthful. That era is done. You're one of the faces of that era. And it's going to go down in history that you were lit for a year or two and fell off the face of the earth. I am sorry. I'm not picking on you. I am sorry. This is facts. I didn't say you were doing desperate shit. But for all of y'all that's in that era, I'm disappointed in all y'all. Because, number one, either your music wasn't great enough to last, or you didn't change enough to last. Uzi's music was great enough to last. But most of y'all needed to change and evolve. And I'm sorry I got to deliver that sad truth. So when you tell me, Act, don't mention me like that or blah, blah, blah. Ugly God, you tell me, how should we talk about you? By the way, Ugly God, you're on Asylum. Remember I said Asylum is the little brother or little sister to Atlantic? Alamo is the little brother or little sister to Interscope. You know who's on Alamo? Smoke Perp. When Smoke Perp flopped, did he come out and say, oh, no, I'm independent? Why? No. He got branded with Cactus Jack Records. He got heavy cosigns. Alamo's supporting him. But they can't make shit happen out of nothing. You know what's also like the same thing as Asylum, but even more independent? It's evading me. Hold on. Wait. Cinematic. Cinematic is more independent than Asylum. More independent than Alamo, if you ask me. You know who's on Cinematic? Selling 60,000? G Herbo. You know who's on Cinematic? Who's about to go up? You think you about to make an excuse because he's independent? Young and Ace. You know who's on Cinematic that's been doing numbers for years? Joey Badass. He does rock it. He claims independent shit. No, I'll give you that. That's my point. And maybe you're upset at me because of the narrative. But if we're going to have a fair conversation, let's have it publicly. But if you're in your feelings, and this is connected to a long laundry list of things, maybe some of you brought up and maybe some you didn't. What do you want me to do? Lie? Should I lie? You, Smoke Perp, Lil Pump, and there's about 5 other niggas are the face of the era that when people look back, you're the chingy of your 2 years. You had a song, a little movement, but nobody cares afterwards. It sounds harsh, but it's only the fucking truth. I think Ugly God got comfortable with success. Ugly God got a nice girlfriend. He had some money. I think his desire to want to win in music deteriorated. he didn't drop music. Again, I knew this day would come. I didn't want it to come with my friends or the people who I consider friends. Because ugly God, you'll have a great old time clowning niggas like D Savage, Young Bands, Quando when we were at odds. I was having a great time with them flopping. You know when the hard days is? When you gotta talk about somebody who you communicate with regularly flopping. You think you think I want to sit here and say some uncomfortable truths even about somebody like Yachty? I love Yachty, but I have to, bro. It is what it is. Okay.